Okay, I introduce the tema first. So I need you turn to page 3. So our SPM we today we have 4 paper. Kertas satu ialah karangan. Okay, 2 jam. Bahagian A and also bahagian B. So bahagian A, they have bahan rangsangan for you, which means you need to use the EC they given. And then you cannot exit the word count. For example, they said you like you cannot over the question 150 patah perkataan or any the numbers. You cannot exit the word counts. And also, bahagian B will be 4 questions, choosing 1 question. For example, if inside the petikan, they have the EC for you, you have to use it. In the questions they given for you, for example, got EC satu here, then you have to follow. Now, for kertas 2 jam, 30 minit, is all your bahagian A and B. So bahagian A is your morphology. Morphology as in like, for example, like your jenis kata, or your kata nama, kata adjective. You learn before one, and then you need to bina ayat. Synthesis is normally they say subject predicate, ayat active passive, jenis ayat, ayat susunan songsang biasa, all this under as synthesis. Penyuntingan is combine all the kesalahan ejaan, kesalahan antarabahasa, counted as penyuntingan. BMS is you need to change the classic word and then change to normal. And then peribahasa, the question will ask you to find synonym or antonym or the peribahasa that is suitable for this, and also the meaning. So there are a few types of questions for peribahasa. Now for bahagian B they have 2 keywords question, right? And then 2 pemahaman, total 4 questions for each. And then how they have 2 questions keyword, which means half of the questions is keyword questions. Try don't skip any question now because maybe you answer this question and then you get an A, right? And then for novel, you need to remember for Form 4 and Form 5 because got 1 year they come out before they want Form 4 and Form 5 novel. Of course, they will give you choices lah. Form 4 novel and also Form 5 novel. You can choose either one when question say satu novel saja. But question might come out 2 novel. But based on your own understanding and then write the answer. Don't memorize because it's just 6 marks only. But I didn't ask you to skip the questions, okay? But understand the story and then remember at least like 3 huraian, which is 3 isi plus your contoh. Then rumusan is 30 marks. This one very easy lah. Okay, now we go for kertas 3. Kertas 3 is bertutur. We'll need to answer the word novel. Yes, correct. Got one, I forgot is stick paper or is another questions paper. I forgot already. But then they come out, ask you to list dua novel, and then they want watak utama for both. So you need to explain tingkatan 4 watak utama and also tingkatan 5 watak utama. You cannot just you cannot just remember one and then you cannot forget like your Form 4 novel. So understand the story and then write your own because Form 4 novel is Lieutenant Anand ma. And then the Form 5 novel is Tirani. Can I? But they still give you choices. They give you choices. For example, they give you total will have 8 novel, which is follow the every state lah. And then questions might come out just 1 novel only, which is you can choose 1 novel, which is your Form 4 or Form 5 novel in SPM. But then in questions, sometimes they'll come out dual novel. So you cannot take the risk only memorize or only remember Form 5 novel. And now we go for kertas 3. Kertas 3 ialah individu. Normally it's asking keyword questions. And then kumpulan normally is in a group. And then teacher will be here seeing how you interact with your friend. So you cannot just answer yourself and then you end ready. You need to throw the question to your friend. Throwing like asking the question to your friends, and then your friend is asking back like this. Now, kertas 4 ialah mendengar. This one you need to train yourself, like your listening skill. What is the reason if I got everything correct, but rumusan teacher only give you 13 marks? Is it you write wrong format? Because rumusan they have their format. Okay, I introduce the rumusan format first before we go for karangan. Now, this is the page 6. So rumusan format, okay, now they will have dual focus or three focus, no longer one focus. So you need to introduce a focus first. And sometimes you will have three focus. Remember, you cannot put membincangkan tentang. It's wrong. Because imbuhan, akhiran kan, is equals to your kata sendi. And then all your focus have to put kata ganda. Like langkah-langkah mengatasi masalah gejala langkah-langkah mengatasi gejala sosial, and then comma, then you put kebaikan-kebaikan like this. You need to put kata ganda because you are telling more than one isi. And then your focus minimum is just dua isi saja. Only counted as your focus. Now questions very tricky. How tricky pada? They will give you one isi. And then you thought this is your focus. You write it in your answer, but then only one isi is not counted as your focus. This one very tricky. And then total plus together, no matter is two focus or three focus, plus together, I need 8 only. So for example, I can be 4 plus 2 plus 2. I can be 6 plus 2. I can be 3 plus 3 plus 2. So it depends how you write. Okay, at least I need to have total I need to have 8 EC, then it's enough already. Don't need write extra. And then you need to have every penanda wacana, every EC you need to have penanda wacana. Don't use the same one. All your sentence have to be subject plus predicat. If you start sentence with your kata kerja, deduct marks. For example, student used to it like they just copy kata kerja straight away. The point put inside is wrong. You need to put subject. Who will get this thing? Who have to settle this thing? And then penutup. You cannot put watak. If you put watak, kita haruslah buat apa? Then you get a 0 marks here. Because if you say pihak sekolah haruslah buat apa atau kita haruslah buat apa, any watak lah, you get 0 marks for penutup. You only can put topic. We have a positive topic and also negative topic. If positive topic have to be practice, or you can say focus it, diutamakan, so that good things will happen. You see, no matter is an issue negative or issue positive, all behind is a positive things will happen. And then you need to count the word count, patah perkataan. Did you follow this format? Can I know? Is it exactly this format, but you still get 13 marks? Okay. How they count the marks like this? Pendahuluan is 2 marks. Your EC is 8 marks. Sorry, you got 8 EC, right? And then times 2, you get a 16. And then for penutup, you get a 2 marks here. Now here got 20 already, ma. Got 10 marks will be bahasa marks. So it's either your bahasa kena deduct because you are not using in a full sentence. And if you have kesalahan ejaan, you didn't use penanda wacana, also deduct marks. And also you didn't put in full answer for here, subject predicate. Teacher will deduct marks. Can? But never mind, you can try to follow this format first. Once you try to do and then you ask teacher, is it acceptable? You go ask your teacher, you do your questions and then ask the teacher, is it I do like this? Can. And then you give me how many marks? You go ask him or her. Okay, since now I already start to discuss about the rumusan already, we do rumusan question first. Then we go for karangan. Is it okay? Now, I need you turn to page 27 and 28. Now, rumusan, always remember, you need to go find your topic first. 27 and 28. So now, go find your topic. What is about this topic? And then what is the kata for your focus satu? And then your focus dua. Yeah, I will record it and then upload in YouTube. Yes, correct. Now, what is your topic? What do you think? What is your topic? Everyone have the books or don't have? If don't have, you take a screenshot and then you go find your answer. Because I can't screenshot. I don't think I can screenshot here. I can screenshot. Okay. Now, what is your topic and focus, guys? Media social. No, media social is just a platform. It's not media social. Then what is it? It's not media social. They just introduce, they are using media social to do what only. So, what is your topic? Guys, what is your topic? It's not media social. And you all need to try to find. Can't find the answer. Oi. I can give you the hints. You can find the topic at the second paragraph. Berita pasu, yes, correct. Now, what is the first focus? First focus, which means the first thing that you found in your isi, in your petikan, only counted as your first focus. Langkah. Langkah is your second focus. Langkah mengatasi atau langkah menghentikan berita palsu to stop the fake news. Kesan, yes, correct. So kesan, they have actually, kesan is a general answer. So kesan, they can be kesan baik atau kesan buruk. So this one actually, what is the kesan? Kesan baik atau kesan buruk? Or you can write keburukan or kan. So actually it's kesan buruk because kesan buruk equals to keburukan. Now, I give you 2 minutes, 2:15 I will discuss. Go find the kesan buruk tentang berita palsu dan langkah-langkah menghentikan atau mengatasi penyebaran berita palsu. Keburukan have 1K. Okay, remember, buruk is my original words, right? And then when I add on an, it's just 1K at the back. Because we only have an imbuhan. We don't have kan imbuhan. Imbuhan akhiran kan is only for kata kerja. For example, what menkan. Normally the imbuhan will be using menkan. This one for kata kerja ni. If it's a kata nama, it's using an. Don't forget, this one is very important. You write wrong, then wrong, kesalahan ejaan already. Okay, once I write finish the numbers, I will start to discuss already. Yeah. You don't need to write the numbers. The number is easy for me to ask questions. Okay, starting. Okay, actually, the first paragraph now, no answer. Now, we're starting from the second paragraph. Apakah kesan buruk bagi berita palsu? Which line? Okay, don't need type full answer. Just tell me the which line, and then the first word dash until the last word. Ten boleh penusuk. Number 5. Okay, wait where got 10? Second paragraph Number 5 Okay, yes, correct. Number 5 is correct. Gejala itu boleh meruntuhkan, destroy the dinding penyatuan atau membina perisai, benteng, pesmusnah, which is they will build a shield. Number 5, hubungan meningkat. But this one you see, they are telling you face relationship will become lesser, and then the relationship alam maya, which is virtual world, yang semakin meningkat akan ada kesannya. But they didn't specify what is the impact of the berita palsu. They just telling you nowadays they using a media social affect the relationship between face to face is lesser and lesser, and only the relationship between the virtual world English, and then they bring the effect, but they didn't specify anything. So this one is not an answer. Like, what is your answer? Nilai keinsanan tergugat. Okay, yes, correct. Number 7, is it? Okay, yes, correct. So this one, nilai keinsanan tergugat, which is the humanity, will get accused like this. Okay, other than this, what else? Other than nilai keinsanan tergugat, what else is your, this is kesan. So this is number 1. This is number 2. Number 7 and 8. Okay, yes, correct. Jabatan Perpaduan, which is the Unite Bridge will terbakar, burnt. Don't need the behind sekiranya. So this one is number 3. Now we go for langkah and the next paragraph. Apakah langkah untuk menghentikan berita palsu? Didn't cut off. Okay, you if your sentence is too short, then you need to have behind the words to support to explain. But if a few words is enough to support the isi, then actually it's fine. Because normally we don't write like seperti or huraian inside. We only need the isi for rumusan. Number 8, menyesuaikan. I got 18. Where's the 18? Kita memerlukan that one kan. We need like honesty, sincerity, and sincere di sebaliknya paparan sesuatu, isu dan atau berita. Menyesuaikan diri ah. Where is it ah? Oh, here ah. Perubahan menguasai diri sehingga. But you see, we need to suit in ourselves with the changes to master ourselves until we like uh more teach. Okay, the pajak. You remember the pajak kedai? Okay, same concept with the pajak. Okay, Mara, akidah, our faith, our identity. Dan perwatakan yang perlu sentiasa disantuni, always be get respect. Don't take this one. Not so suitable. Anything else? Okay, actually here got one more. You can say Malaysia, we don't need those analysis. Rojak yang mencurigakan serta menimbulkan polemik dan dilema, which is dilemma. So this one will be your A. This one will be your B. Okay, next paragraph. What is the cara? Cara menghentikan berita palsu. Number one and number two. Okay, yes, correct. So media sosial perlu menjadi dinding penyatuan dan bukannya benteng musnah. I will just stop until benteng musnah. But if you want to continue to until untuk merobohkan dan gegaran, also can. Both also can. So C. If your teacher say they want full sentence, just follow. But normally, if you until is C, actually is enough. Until penyatuan, actually is enough already. But if your teacher want explain all the things, they want the full sentence, you have to follow. Okay, so this is C. Now we go for next one. For those that you need to screenshot this one, like 3, 2, 1. Now we go for here. So based on here, this is a langkah atau kesan. This one, get a punishment, didakwa, kena sue. So this one is a kesan atau is a langkah. Kesan, yes, correct. So just direct copy here. Sebarang penyebaran berita palsu akan didakwa. Don't need mengikut we're gonna sue. And then this one will be, sorry, it's a yellow color. Will be number 4. And then you see, semak sebelum sebar. Baca, semak, sebar. This one, how do you change? Okay, they have two this is langkah or kesan, sorry. Langkah, right? Okay, you can separate 1, 2, 3, or you combine it together also can. There's two methods of writing. So either it's become 1 easy, or you become like just combine 3. Now, if you combine 1 by 1, if you put it 1 by 1, so you cannot direct copy jika membaca sesuatu. Kita perlu membaca terlebih dahulu, membaca sesuatu terlebih dahulu. Read first sebelum menyebar. Share to friend. Sebelum berkongsi kepada rakan also kan. Sebelum berkongsi kepada rakan yang lain. Remember, you have to change the words when it's iklan or pantun. You cannot direct copy your answer. So this one will be what? This is A, B, C. D. Okay, semak. Kita perlu menyemak kesahihan, which is whether is it true, dan fakta berkaitan siaran tersebut, which is like the news. So it is E. And then C bar, kita perlu mendapat, you need to get, ensure, is it correct? Kepastian first. Kepastian baru only menyebar kepada rakan yang lain. So this is your F. Like screenshot it and then we go for writing part. Like 3, 2, 1. So I write it below here. We're starting with rumusan. Membincangkan your first isi, which is kesan-kesan buruk. Remember, you have to put kata ganda because you're telling more than one kesan. So kesan-kesan buruk berita palsu dan langkah-langkah, the way untuk mengatasinya, to solve it. You can put nya or, sorry, don't say mengatasi. I put menghentikan, right? Untuk menghentikannya. You can write it like this. Or the nya, you change it to berita palsu. But if you use nya at the first paragraph, your third paragraph, you have to put menghentikan berita palsu instead of menghentikannya. Because if you put menghentikannya, it's wrong. Okay, now, to avoid you confused, okay, we just put untuk menghentikan berita palsu. Okay, now, the second paragraph, just direct copy the first focus. So, kesan-kesan buruk berita palsu. Remember, if you forgot the usage of ialah adalah, just use the maksudlah because ialah only can use for kata nama, adalah only can use for kata sendi and also kata adjective. So, termaksudlah your first isi. And then just use all the normal penanda wacana. Selain itu. And then you put number 2. Seterusnya. Then you put number 3. And then selanjutnya. Then you put number 4. So I put 4 for first isi. First focus. Then the second will be 4 as well. Like this. Then when you go for next paragraph, just put langkah-langkah. Remember, if you save the word count, you put near here. The third paragraph, you have to put langkah-langkah untuk menghentikan berita palsu instead of you putting near. So, langkah-langkah untuk menghentikan berita palsu. Termaksudlah number A. And then di samping itu B. And then seterusnya, seterusnya is ready. Just use normal one, tambahan lagi. And then C. And then bukan itu sahaja. Donkey. So this one 4. This one 4. Total 8. Now, kesimpulan. Is it berita palsu is a good thing or bad thing? What if I'm not sure during exam, I just use kesan instead of kesan buruk? Okay, if you write general, also nothing wrong. Kesan-kesan berita palsu. Berita palsu, this one. I forgot the palsu here. Also can, nothing wrong. It's a bad thing, right? But I need you to know that, I need you to know that this kesan, because it's a bad thing ma. So when you writing penutup, you know that how to write. So that you need to know that this is bad thing lah, okay? The fake news. So kesimpulannya, penyebaran berita palsu is a bad thing, right? So we have to solve it or we have to um stop it. Also can. Haruslah, you want to say diatasi also can, dibanteras also can, okay? Dihentikan also can. So dibanteras to stop it. So what is the good things? Apakah kesan baik atau apakah kesan positif akan berlaku? What is the good thing will happen if we solve this thing happen? And we stop this thing or we solve this thing also can. So what is the good thing? Keamanan negara terjamin. Peaceful. Can? If you want to say kesejahteraan atau keamanan atau keharmonian, because when you see spread the fake news, right? For example, they say, oh, the war will happen. Of course, people will feel nervous, kanjong, and then go buy the things and then make it like very messy, the situation, huru hara. So you can change it. So when we solve this, oh, kesejahteraan, I write wrong. When I write, sorry, wait, let me write first. Kesejahteraan, and then keamanan, and then keharmonian. So when we didn't share the fake news, of course we can guarantee the peacefulness will have can be guaranteed. So you can say kesejahteraan atau keamanan atau keharmonian dalam kalangan masyarakat within the society dapat terjamin. You can say dapat terjamin atau dikekalkan also can. Atau diterjaga also can. And then remember the kind of word counts. Okay, I need you to take a screenshot so we can move on for karangan part. If it's screenshot already, can you take a brief hand? Then we can go for karangan part already. So I don't need to ask one by one. Jia and Xuewei and Sharon, are you done? Then okay, now we go for karangan part. Go to the page 9, muka surat 9. Okay, now bahagian A, 30 markah. Normally we'll need you to write pendahuluan and then 3 isi plus 1 penutup. But some teacher will recommend you to write 2 isi is because they scared you write too many of the huraian and then you edit the word count, we're gonna deduct mark. So if you yeah, okay, if you are the one will write a lot, okay, write just 2 isi. If you are the one need words to support, okay, write 3 isi. Okay, now Nowadays, the questions only will give you topic saja, which is, you see, penggunaan kad credit, the usage of credit card. This is just topic. And then, no kata kunci. So what you need to know, you need to read here and also here, and then introduce what is your keyword. Okay, tell me what is your keyword. You see, first thing they say, menjadi kehendak gaya hidup yang berlebihan, menjadi kad kredit, pinjaman peribadi kekal become maintain, and then mengumpul hutang terlalu tinggi. They have a lot of debt. And then future will bring the problems. Mengundang means bringer, bakal means future. Now, the next one, they say, kad kredit bank TDC, rebate 3% ke dalam tabung pelancongan atau umrah when they go for haji lah. Tiada charge berganda, which doesn't have a multiple charge. And then, kemudahan pembayaran zakat for Malay lah. They want to pay the zakat. And then, tiada yuran tahunan that doesn't have a yearly fees. And then, perlindungan takaful, having to change to takaful. Okay, which is to have an insurance to protect. So now, what do you think is your keyword? One is mentioned hutang. One is mentioned about, oh, I got rebates, got insurance protecting. So what is the keyword? What do you think? And you only can write their keywords because they have good things and no bad things together. So what is your keyword? Guys, what is your keyword? Kebaikan, no. But if you kebaikan, that's hutang. This one is kebaikan, I know. But then this one is kebaikan, the good things. But this is a bad thing. So what is the keyword that general? They're bringing at the same time, bringing good things and also bringing the bad things. What keyword you need to use? Just now we just learned terumusan. Yeah, it's correct. Kesan. Because kesan is general. Okay, they have a good things and also kesan baik atau kesan buruk. So you need to write like they bring kesan lah. And then now we go for TKKF. Now, read the questions. Did they ask you to write any format? Yes or no? No, right? We put a cross here. Now, what is the keyword? Kata kunci. What is the keyword? Just now we just learned. Okay, the keyword is kesan lah. And then topic is penggunaan card credit. So my first EC will be here. Disadvantage. Then the second one will be the advantage. Okay. I skip this already. Now we go for page 11. Okay, do you still remember what is TYEK? When you're writing for your EC top pendahuluan, what is your TYEK? Topic. You all are very tired after eating lunch. Why? Effect. And also, hey, why got first paragraph, then I conclude already? No. I give keyword first. Kata kunci. Kata kunci very important. You need to tell the teacher what karangan I'm writing. And then SHYK. You see how normally giving a contoh. And then why? Effect. And then here only conclusive. Because you conclude your sentence. Okay, conclusive here for EC part. They have two methods of writing. One is you change to synonym. One is you just change it to ayat passive. which is just change the EC to air passive for your conclusive, acceptable. And then for your KCH, which is your kesimpulan, carangan, and also harapan. Okay, conclude it and then suggestions. What is your hope? Now, we go for pendahuluan first. So I only can teach you like 3 paragraphs because it's not enough time. No worries. We have like the EC point for the, after you scan the QR code, we have the EC, contoh EC all this. Now, pendahuluan. So we are using TYK, right? So now, penggunaan kad kredit semakin meningkat atau semakin menurun nowadays. A lot of people using credit card or lesser. A lot, right? So you can say, dalam meniti arus modernisasi ini, penggunaan kad kredit dalam kalangan masyarakat semakin meningkat di negara kita, in our country. Why do you think nowadays people keep on using credit card already? Mengapakah masyarakat kini banyak menggunakan kad kredit? Menjimatkan masa, convenient, okay? Why save time? I don't understand. Quick and easy, okay. Situasi ini, this situation, terjadi means happen. Adalah kerana is because penggunaan kad kredit membawa, bring, banyak kemaslahatan. Kemaslahatan means benefits kepada setiap pengguna, every user. Kemaslahatan kepada setiap pengguna kad kredit. So you put assumptions, but if they didn't control when using card credit, what will happen? Jika mereka menggunakan kad kredit secara tidak terkawal, apakah yang akan berlaku? What will happen if they didn't control using card credit, the credit card? Remember, in BM we call it card credit. English we call it credit card. Because in BM, always pattern one ma. The main thing have to put in front. Masa hadapan terjejas. Okay, what will happen? Why do you say that their future will get impact? They get in a massive debt. Can? Then if they get a lot of debt, right? What will happen? Jika hutang mereka semakin meningkat, apakah yang akan berlaku? The worst case. Bankrupt. Yes, correct. This one is bankrupt. So, jika pengguna tidak menggunakan kad kredit secara berhemat, like use it wisely, sudah tentu pengguna akan menghadapi, will facing masalah hutang dan menyebabkan dirinya mengalami mengalami risiko muflis, which is bankrupt. So the konklusi lah. Kata kunci oleh itu, therefore, Kita perlu meneliti. We need to observe. We need to observe our tajuk. So, kesan, which is the impact. You need to put kata ganda, kesan-kesan penggunaan card credit. Now we go for the impact first, which is the bad impact first. So you put salah satu kesan penggunaan kad kredit jika if pengguna. You need to tell that teacher that this paragraph you are telling them is a bad impact. So I put a assumptions if the user didn't use it wisely. Jika pengguna mengguna wait ah. Salah satu menggunakan kad kredit secara tidak terkawal ialah pengguna tersebut akan they're facing the hutang. So direct copy from the questions. Akan mengumpul hutang yang terlalu tinggi serta berlebihan. Okay, normally, what actually they use the credit card, what they buy? Apakah apakah barang yang dibeli oleh pengguna menggunakan kad kredit? Barangan jenama, okay, yes, correct. Branded stuff, okay, yes, correct. Barang kehendak, yes, what they want, okay, yes, correct. Okay, why do you think they want to buy those LV bag or those like branded stuff? Why? Mengapakah mereka, oh, they want to show off, yes, correct. Okay, other than show off, they want to fulfill their what? Selain sikap menunjuk-nunjuk, what else? Menunjuk-nunjuk means show off. So other than show off, what is it? They want to memenuhi apa? Okay, their desire. Okay, what is desire in BM? Start with H and then and then N. H and then behind have 3 letters. N behind got 4 letters. You see before this word one and then you learn before one. Okay, think first, think first. Okay, biasanya normally pengguna kad kredit akan sering membeli, always buy barang kemewahan, luxury stuff. Then you explain why together already, yeah. Bagi menunjuk, to show off. Menunjuk-nunjuk kepada rakan dan don't say rakan mahupun their friends or their cousin, saudara mara. At the same time, they want to fulfill their desire pada masa yang sama. Pembelian barang kemewahan juga merupakan is one of the actions, merupakan tindakan pengguna kad kredit bagi memenuhi, to fulfill hawa nafsu mereka, their desire. Menunjuk means show off, hawa nafsu desire. So what is the impact now? They actually maybe spend the money more than their income, which is they didn't follow their own ability when spending money. So apakah akan berlaku jika seseorang berbelanja dan tidak mengikuti kebolehan diri? Didn't follow their own ability. They just overspend. What will happen if they overspend? No money to pay necessity. Okay. Tidak mampu bayar kerana kadar faedah yang tinggi. Okay, if you just now you got write muflis, right? Okay, if you write muflis, then you cannot repeat. When they no money, what they will try to do? Pinjam, right? Pinjam from where? Bank will not borrow them already because credit card is from bank ma. Okay, yes, correct. Loan shark, which is we call it along. Okay, now sikap mereka seperti tidak, you add on a tidak ukur baju di badan sendiri. Tidak ukur baju di badan sendiri. Sudah, you want to use sudah tentu, you can put nescaya. Akan menyebabkan, will cause them, menyebabkan seseorang tidak mempunyai wang yang cukup bagi menanggung, to bear the cost sara hidup, their living cost, sehingga until meminjam, sehingga mencari sehingga find the solutions, mencari jalan penyelesaian with, dengan meminjam wang daripada cati haram. Cati haram means along. Which is they will fall into a trap, keep on borrow the money and then keep on owing money. Sikap mereka sudah okay, then you can add on one more effect, which is mencari jalan penyelesaian. Kesannya, their impact, golongan tersebut, that group of persons, akan terjerumus, fall into, perangkap hutang dan menjejaskan, affect their own image or reputations, menjejaskan reputasi diri. Then the konklusi. This one you can put it as passive form. So you can put passive like this. Konklusinya kadar the rate of perhutangan akan bertambah dari masa ke masa, from time to time, jika menggunakan kad kredit secara tidak terkawal. I need you to screenshot it. Later only you copy down. Because I combine become two EC, become two parent gun only for my EC. So my EC will be longer because now you are not writing 3 EC already. You only write 2 EC. So my EC of course is longer because there's a lot huraian. Okay, now I will show you how you, because this one is the kesan buruk. Then the next paragraph you're writing the benefits. So I show you how you connect. So you can write this, walaupun penggunaan kad kredit mendatangkan keburukan, disadvantage, namun, but, penggunaan ini, this usage, sebenarnya actually mendatangkan, bringing, kebaikan, benefits kepada seseorang. Then only you put your EC 2. This one is when you come out, you see the question where they ask there's benefit and disadvantage and also the benefits, then you write this. Only applicable for when it's different focus, which is one is kesan baik, one is kesan buruk. Can? Now I need you to take a screenshot. We go for penutup. Like 3, 2, 1. Okay, we go for penutup. Now, penutup, we are using KCH. So, kesimpulan. Since the penggunaan kad kredit is bringing general kesan. So, you can say kesimpulannya. Penggunaan kad kredit mendatangkan kesan baik dan kesan buruk kepada setiap lapisan masyarakat. Then only you say therefore, okay? Pengguna kad kredit perlulah buat apa? Okay, oleh itu, pengguna kad kredit like pengguna kad kredit have to do what? The user for credit card, what they have to do? Spend rationally. Okay, yes, correct. So, pengguna kad kredit haruslah berbelanja, spending berbelanja mengikuti kemampuan diri, their own ability, dan Mereka juga perlu, they also need to, mereka juga perlu berbelanja secara berhemat dan rasional. This one the done change it to serta because there's two done. I cannot put two done in one sentence one. Secara rasional. Agar tidak terjerumus, will not fall into dalam perangkap hutang. Okay, this one is K. The first sentence is K, right? And then the second sentence is C plus H. The H is using agar to continue. So if you want to see how they go for the start with H, remember, don't start with saya berharap. Okay, we are not those like orang yang berpangkat anything. We are writing just a normal karangan. So just put diharapkan because diharapkan is equals to hope that a reduce perbelanjaan. This one then you have to change another one. You need to merangkah. We need to plan your plan your expenditure. Don't say mengurangkan. We cannot say mengurangkan because no matter how we need to spend. Okay, so now this one I show you the H only. Diharapkan, hope that negara kita dapat melahirkan masyarakat okay, you hope that your country able to produce what kind of society. Need to link back with your topic and kata kunci which is your penggunaan card credit. What is the good things? What do you hope? Yang bijak menggunakan wang. Melahirkan masyarakat yang bijak menggunakan wang. Smart in using the money. Okay, bijak dalam penggunaan kad kredit. Then can ready. Hope that our country can produce the society that is smart in using the credit card. Okay, screenshot. Then we go for next one. Like 3, 2, 1. Don't copy first. I'll later only copy because 3 p.m. already. I scared not enough time. Okay, now we go for. Okay, if you need to screenshot everything, okay, here is it. There we go. Like 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's go. We go for bahagian B. Bahagian B, 70 marks. Pendahuluan. I won't write karangan already. Not enough time. I will just introduce how you find the EC. Okay, for EC and also penutup. Okay, for example, if the question here, there's answer, then there will be your first EC and or second EC. Then you cannot put your own answer for the first two EC. Okay, for example, this one. Petikan di atas menjelaskan masalah obesity yang membelenggu, which is disturb, sesetengah masyarakat Malaysia. Banyak faktor, there's a lot of reason menyumbang kepada masalah obesity. Now, huraikan faktor-faktor obesity dalam kalangan murid sekolah. Go find whether there's any factor, any reason that cause obesity. Any reason, like, tell me. What is the reason will cause obesity here? Guys, eating junk food. No. From here first. Makanan pengambilan. Okay, yes, correct. Pengambilan diet yang tidak seimbang, which is imbalanced diet. And then kurangnya activity physical, yes, correct. Lack of exercise. So this one will be your first EC and also your second EC. So which means your third EC and also your fourth EC, you have to think your own. Now, what else is the reason will cause obesity happen? Apakah kurang kesedaran? No. Lack of, this one can be your pendahuluan, kurang kesedaran, lack of the awareness. Stress, okay, yes, correct. Stress eater, remember? They stress and then they eat a lot untuk melepaskan tekanan. Then what else? You see, if parents is they have the obesity problems, their kids also have the risk. So what is the width? Eating healthy is expensive. This one you can put it in Hurayan add on here. Genetic, yes, correct. Okay, genetic is their kids will have the berisiko menghadapi penyakit obesity. If they didn't take care of their diet, okay, they eat a lot, then they have the risk to become obesity. Okay, now we go for soalan 2. Now, they are telling you, berikan pendapat tentang usaha-usaha yang harus diambil untuk menonjolkan, to show the uniqueness dan keenakan pencuci mulut Malaysia di persada dunia, which is in the whole world. Now, go find whether there's any EC for here or not. Yeah, can, sure. Bye-bye. Hey, not bye-bye now, because they can't attend now. You go need to go for other place. Okay, now, what is the usaha? No, right? So we need to think our own. So when you see usaha, think about watak, which is diri, ibu bapa, sekolah, and then kerajaan, masyarakat, media massa, atau pihak swasta. Now, who can do something to can promote or to show the uniqueness our pencuci mulut, which is desserts, which is those kuih muih lah di Malaysia. Media social, okay, what media social can do? But normally, media social is a platform for you to spread the news. You have to write pihak media massa. Then only you share something, menyebarkan keunikan dalam media social. For example, you find the celebrity is also under here. To eat the foods, then the food become famous already. Okay, then if you want to say masyarakat, then masyarakat what can masyarakat do? Apakah yang boleh dilakukan oleh masyarakat? You can say, maybe you can say menyokong, which is support. If you want to say masyarakat, menyokong makanan tempatan atau makanan tradisional. Okay, then other than pihak media, massa, and also masyarakat, who else can do something? Siapa lagi yang boleh menonjolkan keunikan dan keenakan pencuci mulut sekolah? What school can do? Campaign. Okay, don't put campaign lah. Campaign normally you put kerajaan, and then put campaign for ceramah. I want to ask, your school got like those like any curriculum that like teach you to cook one or teach you to prepare the kuih muih, do the kuih muih, pertandingan drama subject, or become is a subject. Okay, can? So you can say pihak sekolah, instead of you, because you already got the subject already, right? So you menyelitkan, put in the kuih, which is this one, pencuci mulut Malaysia. I put a star here, pencuci mulut Malaysia, dalam sukatan, in your syllabus, sukatan pelajaran, Okay, it's either you put it pertandingan. There's a few things that school can do. For example, competitions or inside the subject they teach you. Subject science rumah tangga. Okay, can. Then we just say, or they put it is this in your subject. Okay, now isi 4. Other than media massa, masyarakat menyokong and school put in the kuih. This one is cara membuat kuih. I put the kuih first on here. Okay, in your syllabus. Menyelitkan means I put in. Put in the cara membuat kuih dalam sukatan in your syllabus. In your maybe they also can menganjurkan pertandingan or also teach in the subject as well. Now, other than media massa, masyarakat, pihak sekolah, who else can do something? What ibu bapa can do? Remember, if you think about it easy, you need to think whether I can write something in my huraian, which is my HYE, how Y effect. Now, what ibu bapa can do? Okay, for example, parents can bring you to Bangladesh or the class to learn how to do kuih muih, membawa anak-anak untuk mengenali, also can, membawa anak-anak untuk mempelajari cara membuat pencuci mulut Malaysia. Okay, to learn how to do. Or they membawa anak-anak menyertai pameran also can. Okay, 3 and 4 I won't discuss, but 3 I need you to know that the specific one, institusi pendidikan dalam negara kita mampu berperanan untuk melahirkan semangat muhibah, which is like close relationship, like got friendship like this, friend within each other. Now, they're asking what actually institutions for the educations, what they can do, which is like school, or you kind of say the Kementerian also can, Pendidikan Malaysia, what they can do, or the school, what the school can do, college, uni can do. This one, they specific, they want the peranan here. Okay, I won't discuss already. The next one, they saying, write a rencana tentang kepentingan perkhidmatan e-panggilan pada zaman ini, which is, what is the benefits of the service, Grab car, Grab food, Grab marts, all these, in the rencana format. Okay, rencana is a format here. Okay. So, format very easy. You just put your tajuk and then oleh siapa, then you get the marks here already. Can? So your tajuk very easy. Just put all the first letter, capital letter. Only pada donate. Others put capital letters. Only pada is kata sendi. And also kata hubung don't need to put the capital letters. Others, all the first word put capital letters. Then this is your tajuk already. And then only your name, you get a 3 marks here. But if you didn't write this one, deduct 5 marks. So you have to alert. Read questions carefully. And then go find whether they have EC here. If they have a little bit introductions, just put in. But don't need fully copy whole thing lah. At least you got touch a bit on top. Same goes with those kuih. This one is also got introductions for your kuih. So you can put it in your pendahuluan. Okay, now we go for page 18, 18. Now, this one, they say gandakan perkataan, which is you need to make it to become a kata ganda. So, kacau, what do you think about the kacau can be what kata ganda? Even it mentions the thing that is very messy. Kacau apa? Kacau bilau, yes, correct. Right, in a mess situations. Number 2, pohon become pohon, yes, correct. They have a lot of trees all this. If you run to write per pohon, also correct. Because this one is also covered as kata ganda. Number 3, mengeluh. This one, a bit special. You mark a star here. Because actually, In our e-kamus, we can't find the words kelo mengelo, but they give it in marking scheme. It's like you keep on hi like this. Okay? You shy like this. But Master, this one is not in kamus, but in your marking scheme. So number 4, batu bata. Yes, correct. Batu bata, which is the bricks. And then after, remember, you have to write the questions, write what they want, write all this, and then before your number 1 and 2, only write bina ayat. 8 to 10 words is enough. Patah perkataan. If they have different kata, for example, kata adjective, you have to write kata adjective first, only write the answer, only bina ayat, then kata nama, only write your words, and then bina ayat. You have to write all the kata. You cannot just put your answer only. In case your teacher deduct marks, because some teacher will do like this. Okay, now we go for subject and predicate. Very easy now. Case until pergoraman, which is hacking. Now, which one is your subject? Which one is your subject? Case penipuan, yes. No. Case penipuan, there's a yang, which is until terlibat. Yes, correct. Because got yang, they still introduce what is your subject. So this is your subject, behind is your predicate. Now, for example, sesetengah until sahih, which one is your subject? Sesetengah until which word? Ditemui. No. It's until ini. This. Don't forget the ini and itu. Sahih means like true. So this is subject, this is predicate. In exam, write full answer, which means case penipuan yang terlibat here. Ialah kerosakan, you put the subject. Predicate tidak. You have to write full answer. Don't try to be lazy. Now, next one. Which one is your subject? Naive means innocence. Innocence. Sorry. Panggilan sedemikian. Yes, correct. Like this type of call. So this is your subject. Behind is predicate. Memeras ugut is like extort. And then mengumpan is induce. Okay, now we go for next one. Okay, next one is kesalahan bahasa. Okay, this one a bit hard for this one diet kita Johnny. Okay, now we go for first sentence first. This one a bit hard. Okay, now there is dua kesalahan. One is kesalahan ejaan. One is using a wrong words. Berprotein, yes, correct. How do you spell berprotein? Okay, yes, correct. There's one more. We don't say mentransisikan tubuh. Diet berlemak tinggi yang ditransforms to tubuh agar menjadi keadaan metabolik yang dikenali sebagai ketosis. We don't say transitions. We need to say transformations. Transform. Okay, I already give you the words. Just change it to BM kata kerja. How do you change it? Okay, I give you the answer. Mentransformasikan. Okay, now next one. Apabila until tubuh, there is satu kesalahan. This one I teach before in the rumusan. I mentioned before, imbuhan akhiran kan behind you cannot put kata sendi. Akan menghasilkan. Okay, no. Just take out the akan. Menghasilkan, mula menghasilkan keton. This one can take out the akan. Because remember, akan this one is your kata sendi. Your imbuhan akhiran kan is equals to kata sendi already. So don't need akan. Don't need kata sendi at the back. Remember, it's only applicable for your kata kerja active. Which is mekan, they are not allowed to put kata sendi at the back. But if it's a kata kerja passive, then they have to, they acceptable to put kata sendi at the back. For example, dihasilkan sebagai acceptable. Nothing wrong. Because it's a kata kerja passive. But here is kata kerja active. Can? Now, we go for next one. In this sentence, kesalahan imbuhan. Kesalahan imbuhan. And they give you hints. You see, berkarbohidrat rendah, they have a low carbohydrate. So become berkarbohidrat. Okay, the last sentence here. There is dua kesalahan. Semula jadi, yes, correct. There's one more. Adalah, yes, correct. Change it to ialah, yes, correct. Because ialah is using for kata nama. So process is a kata nama. And remember, adalah is using only for kata sendi and also kata adjective saja. Okay, done. Like, petikan dua I do with you already. As your homework, you try to do and then try your answer. The QR code then can scan the answer. Okay, now like 3, 2, 1. Okay, we go for next questions. Okay, Bahasa Melayu Standard. Okay, this one we just do before this one. When you see marker, cancel. Because they randomly come out a paragraph for you. Cancel pun. Because I cannot every sentence put pun pun pun. Tahu akan. They know about these things. So, tahu akan perihal change it to what? Know about this thing. Tahu akan perkara. Yes, correct. Perkara itu. You see, marker in the middle, change it to what? Marker in the middle, lalu, right? Okay, you see, terlalulah duka cita baginda, which is the king very sad. But Rana say the king too over sad. So baginda, very sad. What is it? Very sad. We don't say terlalu duka cita one. You don't say terlalu sedih one. It's wrong. Sedih, okay, in front, very sad, sangat sedih. Yes, correct. Melihat kelakuan, to see the habits, the patterns of paduka raja. Dengan seri nara di raja itu, cancel itu, cancel marker. So, baginda put in front here. Baginda. Okay. Fikir, add on imbuhan. Add on imbuhan, become he is thinking. The king is thinking. Change it to kata kerja active. No. If I put memikirkan, then I need to do memikirkan apa my object at the back. I need to put berfikir because I don't need to support anything at the back. I don't need to have a berfikir tentang apa. Yes, correct. Berfikir di dalam hati. Jikalau. We don't say jikalau. If. What is if? Jika. Yes, correct. Jika demikian. So, terbalik you see. Negeri ini binasalah. La can remain because this is dialogue. If only is not a dialogue, take out the la. Kerana orang besarnya tidak muafakat sama orang besar. There's two orang pembesar. So just cancel this one. Become kerana dua pembesar. Tidak. Doesn't unite. Aron imbuhan. Aron imbuhan. Muafakat aron imbuhan. Doesn't unite. Tidak bermuafakat. Yes, correct. And then haka maka, you can change it to kemudian. Kemudian baginda, fikir become thinking. Thinking become what? Fikir become what? Berfikir. Okay, yes, correct. Don't need berbicara already because berbicara is discussed. So berfikir, he's thinking the way to unite Seri Narari Raja and also Paduka Raja. Think about the way. Okay, tentang cara, about the way. Cara untuk, yes, correct, memuafaqqahkan Seri Narari Raja dengan Paduka Raja. Don't need change anything already. Behind is correct already. Get a concept? Now we go for next one. So next one, peribahasa, same thing. I won't discuss. Refer the answer. Now we go for pemahaman. Okay, question one normally and question two is based on your bahan satu dan bahan dua. Bahan satu normally is asking a questions for maksud. Okay, if you really can't think about a maksud, don't spend too much time on this. Now, number two is all the answer inside the petikan, so I don't discuss already. Now, I don't do the kebat questions. Now, number three, golongan kanak-kanak berkeperluan khas, which is those like special needed kids, the students, juga berhak menuntut peluang pendidikan. Also, they have the chance to obtain the education yang sama rata, that same level with all of us lah. Para pendapat anda, apakah halangan? What is the obstacle yang dihadapi oleh golongan kanak-kanak berkeperluan khas ini untuk menikmati peluang pendidikan? To enjoy the education chance. So what is the obstacles? Number one. Can we do this one first, then we go do the number one? Okay, what is the obstacle? Apakah halangan yang dihadapi oleh golongan kanak-kanak berkeperluan khas? Bully. Okay. They were gonna bully if they send it to like a normal school, which is like the sisirkan, people like isolate them. Okay. What else? So, pada pendapat saya, kanser apakah ialah golongan tersebut mudah, easily disisirkan, which is isolated, dan dibuli oleh rakan sekelas, the same class, kerana bertindak. They have a weird actions. Bertindak pelik. Because normal school, the teacher cannot take care like everyone, like because there's 40 students. Of course, the teacher cannot like one by one or take care or cannot do this, cannot bully him like this. Okay. Less opportunity. Yeah. What do you mean like less opportunity? Because now they're asking what is the obstacles, what is the halangan cabaran they will face to enjoy the educations. Means the school don't want to accept him or what? What do you mean like what do you want to explain for less opportunity? It's harder to find school like okay can we can say lack of this kind of school special needs, okay, so selain itu kekurangan institusi pendidikan yang melayani serve their needs, melayani keperluan golongan tersebut. Okay. And then sometimes they also akan dipandang rendah lah oleh masyarakat. 3 marks actually, 2 isi plus 1 marks bahasa marks is enough already. Golongan, this one I like on an AN. So sorry. I didn't realize I didn't write AN for this. Okay, now screenshot, and then we go for question number 1. Like 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, for question number 1, berdasarkan bahan 2, berikan maksud menggenggam segulung ijazah, which is the person is holding a certificate for degree, which means they already end their course, already graduate. So this one, berdasarkan cancel berikan maksud, you can say menggenggam segulung ijazah bermaksud they finish their course already, menamatkan pengajian di university. Screenshot, then we go for next questions. Then like 3, 2, 1. Okay, normally question 4, no matter is a first pemahaman atau second pemahaman, all is a scenario case. So you have to use saya to answer. Okay, for example here, Anda mempunyai seorang rakan sekelas yang mengalami masalah autisme sejak kecil. Rakan Anda selalu menunjukkan aksi, mengetuk meja yang berulang-ulang, keep on repeating, not the table, dan malahan kerap kali always berlaku keadaan serangan, which is they have actions to attack on the classmate yang lain menggunakan pensel rakan ini. Okay, Anda mendapati rakan ini tidak mendapatkan rawatan terapi. They didn't get a treatment that yang sewajarnya. Bincangkan langkah-langkah yang akan Anda ambil untuk membantu rakan bermasalah. How do you help your friend if like this type of questions? Is this type of situations as a friend, what you will do? Bring him to counseling room. Okay. Bring him to counseling room. Okay, saya akan membawa dia ke membawa dia untuk berjumpa, to meet up with, dengan guru counselor agar dapat to understand what he want lah, untuk untuk berjumpa dengan counselor bagi memahami, to understand, kehendaknya, what he need, what he want, what he need. Okay, other than bring him to meet out counselor teacher, what else? Just put counselor also can. Guru counseling or counselor? What else you will do? Guys, you bring him to counseling room only. Okay, maybe you can say, I will try find some way to calm down him. Okay, saya akan. Remember, you have to write full answer. This one I just write point form because I can show you the first answer in full answer already. So okay, saya akan cuba mencari cara untuk menenangkan, to calm down, rakan ini apabila dia sering sering mengetuk meja. And the last one, maybe you can say, oh, I will try to tell his parents or to give him a rawatan terapi yang sewajar. Okay, but this one normally the parents won't accept lah. Normally nowadays the parents won't accept their children have problems and they just send them to a normal school. Okay, so this one, but you can gain marks in your K-Bar questions. Okay, but in reality, this won't work lah. Okay, I can tell you. Okay, like saya akan memberitahu ibu bapanya supaya rakan saya mendapat rawatan terapi yang sewajarnya. 4 marks, 3 answer, because the 1 marks is EC. Sorry, 1 mark is bahasa, 3 marks is the EC plus huraian. So when it's 4 marks, it's 3 EC plus 1 mark is bahasa. Okay, now, screenshot, we go for the next keyboard. Like 3, 2, 1. We go for page 24. Same thing. We go do the keyboard first. 1 and 2, I wouldn't do already. I check your own for the answer. Now, penguasaan bahasa Melayu dalam kalangan rakyat Malaysia semakin lemah, which is master the language of BM. Nowadays, become weaker, lesser people master their language for BM. Now, pada pendapat anda, apakah punca, what is the reason yang menyebabkan penguasaan bahasa Melayu yang rendah dalam kalangan rakyat Malaysia. Why are they nowadays? People doesn't want to master the language for BM. Why? What is the reason? Bahasa Raja, okay. Penggunaan Bahasa Raja, okay. What else? Other than they using the mixtures of language, what else? Kurang didikan daripada rumah, which is the people doesn't expose, or parent doesn't expose to them kan? Pengaruh rakana. Like how? Okay, penggunaan bahasa Raja, bahasa Raja yang menyebabkan rakyat Malaysia, they feel confused. This one help me to change. Don't put menyebabkan, we put mengelirukan, that confuse rakyat Malaysia, penggunaan bahasa Melayu yang betul. Rakannya memandang rendah bahasa Melayu dan mengikut. Not so suitable because normally we don't say teenager look down on BM, but then they more focus on English because English is what words? Bahasa apa? If your friends are banana, then you also turn it into banana. Okay, no. They more focus on English. What is the reason? Mengapakah masyarakat kini lebih mengutamakan bahasa English? Kena bahasa English ialah bahasa apa? International language. Okay, bahasa apa? In BM. What is international in BM? Oi, side A. Yes, correct. Bahasa antarabangsa. So, masyarakat kini atau rakyat Malaysia lebih mengutamakan. Remember, the B have to be small letters. I will be capital letters because it's a language. If it's a subject, then B and I capital letters, B and M capital letters. So, lebih mengutamakan bahasa English yang merupakan, that is, bahasa antarabangsa. Antarabangsa don't need put capital letters. Just use a normal one. And you can add on, dan beranggap, that thing that bahasa Melayu tidak penting. It's not important. If you want to say lack of, okay, now normally your parents in like at home, right? What they use, what is the language they use? Normally they would use BM, right? Pengaruh media social. I remember it's not called social media. Social media is for English. In BM we call it media social. Menyebarkan maklumat palsu tentang bahasa Melayu. Okay, we don't say they share fake news on BM. They share the usage, the wrong, for example, penggunaan bahasa yang salah, which is the bahasa Raja lah. Normally, you can say pengaruh media sosial yang sering menyebarkan penggunaan bahasa Raja. You can mix together like this. How you add on like this? You can add on like this. So, pihak media massa yang sering menyebarkan, that always share, penggunaan bahasa Raja yang mengelirukan rakyat Malaysia, penggunaan bahasa Melayu yang betul. Kira kurang matang. Don't say like this. If we say kita kurang matang, it's like we're not matured enough and we get easily impact, then this one should be pengaruh budaya Barat ready. You'll be more focused on English. We cannot say then this one not so suitable for mature. This one not so suitable for this one BM. And then we go for next one. Like screenshot all. Like 3, 2, 1. If you want to write parents, okay, now ask you a question. Normally parents, what is the language they use to communicate with y'all? Apakah bahasa yang digunakan dalam rumah anda? English and Chinese, right? Now, English already used already. Now, we see about Chinese. Even though English lah. So, dia ialah bahasa apa? Okay, dialect or what else? Chinese and English can be your bahasa apa? Your mother tongue, right? Okay, mother tongue in BM, what is it? Yes, correct. Bahasa ibunda. So you can say pendedahan, exposure, tentang bahasa ibunda dan dialek sejak kecil menyebabkan menyebabkan Malaysian, rakyat Malaysia, or you can say menyebabkan masyarakat tidak biasa, is not used to it, tidak biasa menggunakan bahasa Melayu dalam kehidupan harian. Like screenshot lah, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we go for next one. Okay, rakan kamu selalu berhasrat untuk melanjutkan pelajaran to go further study to overseas ke luar negara. Khasnya di institusi pengajian tinggi di negara-negara Eropah. Namun demikian, ayahnya baru sahaja ditimpa kemalangan, which is facing that accident, telah mematahkan hasratnya, which is stop the wish, untuk melanjutkan further study ke luar negara. Sebagai rakan yang prihatin, bagaimanakah anda dapat membantunya untuk membuat pilihan yang tepat pada saat genting ini, which is in a critical moment? As a friend, what you will suggest to him? Like, as a friend, what you will suggest to him? Guys, as a friend, now your friend facing some issue, he want to go further study to overseas, but now his dad got accident. So what you will suggest? Menasihati dia untuk melanjutkan pelajaran di negara supaya dapat menjaga adik. Okay, ayahnya, okay kan? Saya, remember, scenario case, if they are using, say, you are a friend, what you will do? Your answer should be saya. Okay, saya akan menasihati rakan saya supaya tidak mematahkan wait. Cannot like this. This one go further study. Wait. To go study untuk, okay, melanjutkan pelajaran di dalam negara kita agar so that dapat menjaga ayahnya yang ditimpa kemalangan. Okay, other than suggest him to study in Malaysia, okay, what else you will do? What else you can do? Encourage her to do what? Now he don't want to study to overseas already, which means he also give up on study already ma. So what you can do other than like suggest him to study in Malaysia? What else you can do? What you can do, like maybe you can bring him to where or bring her to where. Okay, what is the answer? Okay, saya akan. Normally you have those pameran, right? When you like introduce those the school and those course, bring her to those uni open day. Okay, saya akan membawa rakan saya menyertai pameran yang memperkenalkan institusi pengajian tinggi, which is the uni that introduce the uni, agar dia tidak, he would not give up on study. Tidak tidak berputus asa untuk melanjutkan pelajaran. Tidak memutuskan hasratnya, because her wish or his wish is also further study to uh overseas ma. So I cannot say the hasrat, not so suitable. But I say tidak memutuskan, tidak berputus asa untuk melanjutkan pelajaran. Can like screenshot? We go for next one. Okay, normally question number 8, like 3, 2, 1. Number 8, the first question normally is based on the petikan. So you need to at least find the answer from there. Don't just leave it blank. Got answer one in here. Now, this one is saying punca-punca persediaan, the reason celebrating Maulidu rasu kurang mendapat sambutan dalam kalangan penduduk kampung. So what is the reason? Go find what is the answer. What is the reason persediaan sambutan Maulidu rasu kurang mendapat sambutan? It's not very happening. No much people support. Why? You see, takutnya orang terperap di rumah menonton television. You just at home watching the TV. And also, tidak berminat dengan hal agama. So, but this type of questions, since it's novel, normally is the dialogue. You have to change to a proper answer. So, for example, this one will be penduduk, and one more is malas. Sudah melampau sikap orang kampung, which is like malas like this. So you can say penduduk kampung terperap, which is like hide in, like close in their own house, sitting at their own house, di rumah, untuk menonton televisions. I write point form, but in exam you have to write in full answer. No point form. And then malas. And also penduduk kampung. Tidak berminat, not interest. Terhadap, towards hal-hal agama. Okay, now, normally Form 5, some of the school, they will give you as well for Form 4 novel choices. Some school, they only give you tirani choices, which is Form 5. Now, they asking sebuah novel yang anda pelajari, peleraian, which is ending part. So, a novel, I really not recommend you to memorize a lot of things because it's just 6 marks, okay? And then try your best to understand a story and then write it in your own way. If you really can't remember, then you have to memorize, okay? So they say when the ending part that the akhiri unsur kegembiraan, which is a happy ending. So you need to think about a happy ending and then write in your own way here. Now there's answer for this, so no worries. Like any questions for your full set of paper? If you've done and no questions, can you raise your hand? Using the button. Like Xuewei, Li En, and Jiayi, any questions? What about BMS? BMS is this one just now we just changed the words. This one will really need to do a lot of questions because if you understand the story, it's just that to let you know this Form 5 process traditional, there is a lot of name for Tun Perak. But then because now Tun Perak become Paduka Raja already, so you know that this story is still about Tun Perak. You understand the story, do need memorize, but you have to do a lot of practice for BMS. Do need memorize for BMS. For novel, if you can't think about the easy, then you have to memorize lah. Okay, like, Shui, any questions? Jai, any questions? Any more questions for this? Okay, if no question, then that's all for today. I'll see you when I see you. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Welcome, bye-bye.